All right, here's the Honda TRX 250 I just picked up last night. I didn't have to go very far to get it. It was just down the street, about 20 minutes away. Just an overall gander at it. Couple issues. The plastics are scratched pretty good. They're not gouged, but they are scratched. My guess is this thing rolls because of where it's scratched. You know, it's scratched up here, it's scratched up here. This is scratched. Headlight's scratched. So, and then this bracket down here is bent. So the handlebars might be bent, might not be bent. I'll have to take a look at that a little further. As far as the scratches on the plastics, I'm not worried about. You know, I can clean those up. I can put a decal kit on there. Maybe see about replacing the headlight. I definitely need to find two new front, or I should say one front wheel, Honda style. If you look, you can see the caliper sticks out that much on the one side, and then, you know, it's sticking out that much on the other. And then the tire, you know, this one looks taller and skinnier. This one looks kind of shorter and fatter. Same size tire, same tire. So I'm guessing it's the rim, different offset, different something or other. This is an ITP and the other one's a Douglas wheel. Needs a seat cover. Getting, you know, ripped right there, starting to rip there. And then I need to address the battery's not allowing the seat to sit in there all the way. So I'm guessing this battery's just too tall. So I'll have to order up a new battery possibly and just keep that one around for spare use. What else? Oil definitely needs to be changed. It's pretty, I mean, it's not the worst, but it's not the best. A little dirty. So I'll go ahead and do that. And I do not believe these have a filter. I think these have a screen, so we'll just have to clean that out. What else? I have not checked the fuel. Got a full tank of gas. That's worth $10 right there. These days and ages. I did ride it around. Everything works. We got headlight. It is scratched, like I said. You can see there. Taillight works, brake light works. And then this thing's loose, so we'll have to figure out what's going on there. And then I do like these because these have the optional clutch that you can use if need be, if you want to learn how to ride a bike with a clutch. I know it's not the same as riding a bike with a clutch, but it's definitely a helping aid. And then everything else looks to be all right. I'm gonna go ahead and check this rear brake when we can, and go over everything on this bike. I want to put a different exhaust tip on there, one like I've got on all the other, you know, my bike and the wife's bike. Just sounds better, but no broken plastic tabs or anything. They're all intact. They're not damaged. So we'll see what's going on with this thing and assess the situation, see what it needs, and got it for a good deal. I know this channel is more geared towards like the Suzuki, Kawasaki stuff, but we're gonna go ahead and do this Honda because it's good price. It's all I could really find. Anything 400 related is overpriced, and the 250s from Suzuki, they don't come up very often. When I do, it's hit and miss with those. They're either a good price or they're overpriced. So I think I grabbed the last good priced one. I haven't seen any good priced ones in a while. So anyway, we're gonna go over, assess this one, see what it needs. Get it cleaned up. We'll probably wash it up today. So this is what it'll look like today, and then we'll get it cleaned up and see what it looks like after today. I got it all cleaned up. It's a little bit better, not much, but definitely gonna have to assess some stuff. I don't like the way the motor sounds. It's very ticky, so maybe I'll pull the caps off and check the valve adjustment. This might be the lifters ticking away or something, but May have to pull the head off and check the piston. I don't know if we got some piston slap or something, but I know like a head for this thing isn't that expensive, so we may have to do that. But I think if we're gonna do that, I may just pull it off my wife's bike and put that one on this one and put the new one on hers. I don't know yet. But we did clean her up, washed her up. Need to pull these front wheels off, see what's going on there. Looks like we might need some brake pads here or something, but I'm definitely gonna start looking for some front wheels. So start with that and we'll go from there, I guess. Yeah, I want to say it's definitely lifter noise. So I'll check the clearance and go from there. This sounds better. Alright, so I got some of this work done today on this bike. We went ahead and tore the plastics off the front, the gas tank off to adjust the valves. Definitely sounds better than it did. I think once we get some fresh oil in there, it'll sound a lot better. And so we did the valves. I pulled the carb off to clean it. I was looking at replacing it or rebuilding it. Rebuild kit's $21 for an aftermarket carb is $24, so I just opted to go ahead and clean it and we'll just leave it. I'm trying to save some money as far as parts go because for one, it needs brake pads in the front. Two, I want to see if I can get a new headlight, and I want to do a decal kit really bad on this one, so I want to try to save the budget for that. Bearings look good. Everything else looks good. Check the rear bearings, they look good, they feel good, not grinding or anything. Definitely need to change the rear diff fluid, but yeah, I need to order a battery, the bracket for the battery. The battery was too tall. I looked at my wife's bike and the battery sits down further in there, so the battery that was on there is too tall, so we'll go ahead and just get a new one. And I'll order that bracket up. I do need a new choke cable. This one's all locked up. Pretty typical when it doesn't get used. My wife's bike needed the same thing done to it when I bought hers. So not a big deal. What else? Front brake pads, like I said. Definitely need to find another tire, whether it be a Honda or Suzuki. And we'll have to see what we can find because those are two different offsets. That's why, you know, one was sticking out further than the other. And but yeah, one's a Douglas wheel, one's an ITP wheel. So I don't know if something, I'm guessing something happened when this thing rolled over because the scratches on this thing are, you know, like this side, you know, they're all going the same way. You know, you can see them on here going this way. So something happened. I'm not sure what. And everything else looks all right. Looks like the tab for the bumper got bent there, so we'll have to straighten that out and touch it up with some paint. But everything else seems to be in decent shape. Like I said, the engine was really loud. The valves were way over tight. I don't know if someone just cranked them down just to crank them down. I don't know what was going on in there, but they were definitely tight. So fix that. Bearings in the rear end feel all right, look all right. We'll change the fluid here in a day or two and change the oil in the engine. I need a new air filter. I did replace the spark plug. I had one sitting here, so we did that. And then yeah, just the air box needs to be cleaned out really well. It's pretty dirty, oily, nasty in there. Same with the intake tube. And then you can see all the nastiness going in there. So I'll clean those all off and reseal all that up and get a new air filter for it. But other than that, you know, it's just simple stuff, easy bike to work on. So that's where I'm at this point. I used some 2500 grit wet sandpaper, scuffed the whole light up, and used that Mother's Mag and aluminum polish, and came out pretty clean. You can see a scratch right there, there's a little one there, and then there's some more, you know, going up here, but I'd say it looks 95% better. So that'll save me, I think these things are like 70, 80 bucks online. I was gonna buy a new one, but after cleaning it up, I think I'm just gonna go ahead and leave it. So it's not that noticeable anymore as it was before. So I'm happy with that. Should be able to get the decal kit for this thing. Yeah, this is what I use, this Mother's Mag and aluminum polish to clean up all my headlights. It's a little bit gritty, not too bad. And then I go ahead and just put on a drill buffer. Works good. This is the stuff I'm gonna try on the plastics. This Plastic Renew. I've used it once, it's pretty good, but definitely takes a lot of elbow grease. It's a little bottle and comes with some steel wool and sandpaper and